We'll just need a few ingredients. We're going to need some bacon and some pork tenderloin, your favorite barbecue rub. We'll do a little honey and some barbecue sauce. Ready to cook? Let's go. So one of the tricks that I like to do with our bacon is to go ahead and just cut it in half. And then we'll need to clean up the pork tenderloin. Next, we'll get a foil-lined baking sheet and we'll get a rack. Take your pork tenderloin out of the package, dry it off a little bit. You can clean it up and remove some of this silver skin if you like. Just take your knife and go right between the meat and the skin, and then bring your knife tip up towards the silver skin and let your knife slide right under that. And that's how you remove that. Then you've got a nice piece of meat. The silver skin is a little bit tough, and then you can discard that. So now we're going to take our barbecue rub. This is our Chef's Backyard Flavor Formula rub, and season your meat. Once it's seasoned, we'll take our bacon and we'll just lay it over the pork tenderloin. And by doing it this way, it makes it real easy to wrap. Just kind of overlap the pieces and tuck them under. And now we're ready to place this in the oven. Don't forget to add a little more seasoning onto the top of the bacon. And now we're ready to place this in the oven. And now you can place your bacon wrapped tenderloin in the oven. Set your oven to 400 degrees. While our pork tenderloin is cooking, let's make our glaze. We've got some of our seasoning. We'll just do a little bit. We've got our barbecue sauce. 1, 2, and 3. And then we've got our honey. Go 1. Mix that up, stir it up. If you want it sweeter, add more honey. Look at that glaze. While the pork tenderloin is cooking, we'll want to baste the pork tenderloin using a silicone brush if you have one. If not, you can use a spoon. But you want to build up some layers onto your pork tenderloin. Let me show you how to do that. Now that the pork is cooking and the fat is starting to render out of the bacon, you can put a little bit of this glaze that we built onto the top. You can either brush it with a spoon or with one of these silicone brushes. And these just help to spread it out nice and even. And we'll go back in the oven. And we'll baste our pork tenderloin again. We're building up layers of flavor on this barbecue sauce. It's concentrating. It's cooking out as we're cooking the pork tenderloin. Back in the oven. All right, guys, take a look at that beautiful pork tenderloin. Internal temperature is reading 152. Once you take it out of the oven, you want to let it rest. And as you can see, the temperature is going up. You're getting what's called carryover cooking. You want to cook it to above 145 degrees Fahrenheit. And now we're going to let it rest for about 4 or 5 minutes. Oh man, look at that. All right, guys, so we've got our pork tenderloin. You see how the bacon stayed on there? We've got our glaze that stayed on there. Let's go ahead and cut it, cut into it. There we go. That's that shot right there. All right, guys, let's give this a taste. We've got our beautiful bacon wrapped, barbecue glazed pork tenderloin. Seasoned it, wrapped it with bacon, seasoned it again, built a barbecue glaze. Basted it a couple of times while it was cooking. Cooked it, let it rest, and now we're going to try it. That is fantastic, guys. By letting it rest, you allow the juices to redistribute. That way, you get a nice, moist piece of pork. This is not dry at all. Hope you enjoy. See you soon here at the Chef's Backyard.